Hello and welcome to another special video review, and today we've got the Transformer Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Dinobot, which is a Voyager. The second wave of Voyager just came out, so got my hands on Dinobot. One of my favorite of the Beast Wars era, and yeah, finally got it. So we have the box right here, nice cover, cool robot mode on the side, Voyager class. In the back we have the Dino mode, and the robot mode. 28 steps, okay, I'll get it. On the side we have a cool poster, on top not much really cool stuff, and yeah, let's stop wasting time on the box, and let's open it up. Not much in here, so let's throw this aside. So we have legal stuff again, we don't care for this. Instructions. Now the transformation is quite original, not too complicated, but just plain weird. But yeah, original or standard, folded like this. On the other side we have the rest of the transformation, and not a lot of gimmick, just basic stuff. In the box right here, so we have the figure, the accessory, but first we have the card. And the card this time, let's pull it out like this. This is a new one. I finally got a new card, and it's Megatron. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, it's Megatron. This one looks like the Siege Megatron, but if you peel this off, you have a different Megatron, and this one looks amazing. I don't know what Megatron this is, but it looks really damn cool. With a big shoulder, with a chain across its chest, big axe, big shield. Looks really damn cool. I really hope they're gonna put out a figurine that looks like this Megatron, because yeah, awesome figure. So yeah, this is apart the new cards. We have Megatron, have Dinobot, Black Arachnia, Optimus, and the Ark. So yeah, and they are all bending. The card, I have to say this, all my cards are starting to bend for some reason. I don't know why, but they all do. All of them. And they are really stiff cards. So we have the figure itself, so you have to punch it out from here. So we have the figure, and we have the accessory. So yeah, so this is it. Now the accessory comes separate. I've put them together because reasons. But yeah, this opens up. We have the purple sword, and not much to it. Kind of cool, but I would have hoped maybe a chrome looking sword, because this is just purple with some sort of sparkles in it. It's kind of hard to see, but there's sparkle in there, and you can place it here and can close it. And the very unfortunate thing is that the pretty pink tip sticks out. So yeah, pink rocket. Yeah, not that great, but still cool accessories. And we have the figure itself right here. And the figure itself is really damn cool. I really dig the robot mode. Looks amazing. This is the most accurate we've had a official Dinobot figure in a long time. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. But yeah, beside the Masterpiece one, this is actually a pretty damn good looking figure. So yeah. Now one thing to be noted first, I modified mine a little bit. I thought the side of the legs were so plain. Everything was just orange. I hated it. So I just gave it a little lick of paint, sort of a golden accent on the bones right here, golden here, golden here, golden here, and golden on the side of the thighs, just to give it a bit more accent, because the legs were really plain. But yeah, another thing that I really hate about this figure, yeah, the torso is really loose. Like the waist, the connection between the waist and the torso is really loose. I mean, the waist articulation is very tight. It's just like there's sort of a gap that really messes up, and I really don't like this. It's really bad. Also, the ankle tilt, the tilt is really loose. This one's not that bad, but this one is really loose. But the tilt of the heel spurs is really tight. So I don't understand this. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, the head itself is amazing. It looks a lot like Dinobot. A really mean looking head. It's on a sort of double joint, double ball joint, I guess. No, it's just on a ball joint, but it looks really good. Left, right, up, down, side to side. Amazing. We have a swivel like this for the arms, and another swivel like this here. We have another swivel at the upper bicep. The elbow can bend 90 degrees, and we have rotation at the wrist. The wrist can also flip like this, and the fingers, all the fingers in front on one side are articulated together, and the fingers on the other one are also articulated together. We have a waist rotation. The legs can do the split, can do the leg like this, backward. It's a little bit tighter because the leg goes outward like this, but yeah, it's kind of weird. We have rotation of the upper thigh. We have the knee bend 90 degrees. And we have the ankle tilt down, a little bit up, and side like this. So, yeah, okay. Still a really nice figure. We can give him his weapons, so we can either leave the sword in and plug this in here, for example, like this. Or you can remove the sword and plug the tip of the sword right here in his hand, like this. So, yeah, really cool figure. I really dig this. Lots of nice detail. Golden right here, accent. Nice here, the eye. But yeah, like I said, I just added a bit more of golden on the legs because it just looked way too plain. So yeah, we have Dinobot right here. So for a little comparison from the same line, we have Black Arachnia right here, and we have Cheetor right here, which is kind of cool. We have the Optimus Primal, and we have Megatron. So yeah, really cool figure. Scales really nicely with the rest of the family. I really dig this. I really love this line, and it's so far one of my favorite they've put out in years. So yeah, another comparison maybe. We have the Masterpiece Dinobot right here, and another from a different line also. We have the Generation Classic Rhinox. So yeah, I still believe he scales really nicely with the Generation line. And yeah, the Masterpiece one is just for looking at details, how they look so damn good together. Yeah, I really dig this. Hasbro is doing a really good job so far with the Kingdom line. So, let's move on to transformation. So, for transformation, first off, we're going to remove the weapons and shield thingy. And you're going to plug the sword inside of it. There's only one way you can pick it in, so make sure it's the right way. And then close it in. So we have the tail all done. Alright, next up, where do we start? Okay, let's start with the feet. First, you want to close the heel spurs inside of the feet, like this. Open up the side of the calf, like this, and we have some nice details inside of them. That's cool. Bring them like this, and then you want to bring the legs sort of like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the legs right now. And you want to rotate the waist like this. And now let's go to the backpack. So you want to unpeg each side of these backpack from the tail, or part of the tail. So you want to unpeg one side like this, stretch it out, and place it above the head like this. Lift the arm up, but on the shoulder joint like this. You want to pull out the arms on the side like this. Pull our arm like this, and there's sort of a tab right here that will tab inside of this part, so make sure this goes out like this. And then you want to flip these panel out when you flip this, all of these two parts will come out. So flip these like this, and you want to bring this down like this, and this will sort of a tab with the other part. So close this like this. Voila. Next up, you want to take the arm, straighten them out, and what you want to do is rotate the orange part all the way around like this, so that you see the mushroom peg, and now you can slide it in that part right here. So like this, and then you want to straighten up the foot like this. So same thing on the other side. I want to straighten up the arms, rotate the whole thing at the shoulder pads, and bring it down like this. Straighten up the legs like this. So you have this configuration right now. Next up, you want to pull out the whole backpack like this. Make sure this still goes over the head and tabs in to that peg right here. This, and bring this down like this. Flip the head out like this. Bring the arms up like this, up like this. And as for the legs, just notice the legs are on the other side, so you want to rotate them like this. No, leave the leg like this, bring the foot like this. So just rotate the foot. Alright, so now for the legs, you need to fit the open cowl thingy inside these parts, and these tabs will tab inside of these parts right here. And also on the knees, you can see there's tab holes on the knees. We'll tab inside these panels right here. So bring the whole thing down. Make sure everything fits. Tab the knees in like this. The knees in like this. And then you bring these tabs down. These feet you need to adjust a little bit. And these feet, you have like a really tiny tab right here that will snap onto that thing right here. So bring this down, bring this up like this, and then you have to pass it over like this, and the feet, sort of a hedge thingy right here. Bring one feet in, the other feet in like this. Make sure this pegs in here. Make sure this pegs in, and bring the leg down, and there you go. We have this configuration. Now this panel really doesn't like to peg in, but yeah, it will. Like this. Arms straighten up, and then you can plug the tail. Again, the tail can only go one side, so you have a tiny tab right here that goes down. So like this. And voila, we have Dinobot all transformed. And he is okay, I guess. Every mode has to make a sacrifice. One mode has to make a sacrifice to make a really good looking alternate mode. And this one is the Dinobot. So the Dino is a little bit suffering, especially down here. You have the feet sticking out here, which kind of reminds us of the Masterpiece, which is sort of like this. And we have sort of like giant boobs right here. This is actually the top of the thighs. That kind of looks odd. But the real thing for me, the real pain is the hand, like the super long, lanky fingers. It looks really weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Not my thing. They could have made him, like, I don't know, articulated. Not articulated, but maybe look different than those super lanky fists going down like this. Like, the paint is pretty decent. The head sculpt is good looking, but not accurate at all. We can't open up the mouth. We have a thong. And yeah, the head does not rotate left or right, just moves up and down. The eyes are pretty decent. Arms are on swivel like this and swivel like this, plus a swivel at the elbow, plus a ball joint at the sort of wrists, if we can say it like that. The legs can split like this. They don't rotate at all, so they only have knee bend. We do have also ankle tilt, up, down, and rotation, plus the fingers. So that's cool. And the tail, nothing. So it's very limited in Dino mode, you know. He's okay looking, but could have been better. Now that panel on mine really doesn't like to peg it in. I don't know why, but it really doesn't want to peg in. But yeah, we have the Dinobot done. For comparison right now. Here we have the first, almost all the line of the the Kingdom Dino Beast modes. Except for, like I said, Rat Trap. Rat Trap is somewhere in my shelf. I just don't want to put it out. So, yeah, we have the first wave right here. Looking really cool. We have Black Arachnia, Primal, and Cheetor, and Megatron. So, yeah, really cool. They look really awesome together. The plastic is amazing. Except for this one has a different plastic than all the other ones. I don't know why. But, yeah, they look amazing together. And here we have the Generation Rhinox Classic and the Masterpiece looking. Now, I just wanted to show the Masterpiece. Now, mine doesn't hold too much, so... Alright. Now, oops. Yeah, like I said, he doesn't hold too much. It's a KO, so, yeah. The articulation are kind of wonky. But, yeah, the thing is the head. The head really pains me. What's happening with my light? The head really pains me. Like, this is an accurate cartoon Dinobot head. It looks so damn good, so amazing, like the cartoon. While this head is more like a stylized, more of a real looking, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure I like it that much. I really dig this one because, you know, like, it actually looks like the actual Dino from Dinobot in a cartoon. This one looks so different. It's the same thing with the Megatron. They changed the Dino head to make it look a lot more like realistic and more and less like the figure it's supposed to look like. So yeah, really disappointing with this. But yeah, and again the hands. This is good looking hands that they should have done. Now even the deluxe ones have bigger hand than the Masterpiece, which is twice the size of it. So yeah. So. So, final thoughts. I think it's a really great figure. It's not perfect, but it's still a really good and pretty much the best figure that we've received. That is not the Masterpiece. The Masterpiece looks really nice. Not perfect either. This one is not perfect either, but for a deluxe Voyager version, it's actually pretty dang good. The Dino suffers a lot, but the robot mode is actually really kicking. So, yeah, I do recommend this figure. Go and pick it up. It's an amazing figure. So, yeah, like I said, mine, I just had to do some touch-up, especially on the legs, because it was so plain, but otherwise, it's an amazing figure. So, yeah, I thank you for watching, and, you know the song, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.